To all these people in the diaspora that you're trying to lure into this country, they are the same people who are actually complaining bitterly about the kind of hardships they go through when they try to, register businesses here, when they come in here to set up businesses, the kind of hardships they go through. These are the kind of complaints that are being gathered and being, used in judging your leaderships here in Africa. So when you're apologizing today for the slavery or the kind of slavery that went or that happened about 400 years ago, how do you intend to change the story? How do you intend to change the narrative? How do you intend to make the place a better place for those who are already in the system not to flee into slavery themselves? Obey. Let's say. All right, thank you. Yes, the Ugandan president is actually apologizing for their involvement in slave trade. Yes, but it's still not ended. Hello and welcome once again to another lovely day. My name is Kofi Techi, and your thoughts or my thoughts that are very provoking, this is what I bring to you here. Now, you apologize today, or you are apologizing today for the slave trade that happened about 400 years ago. That's okay. The only way to heal people, sometimes is just to say sorry. But just saying sorry should mean you've really regretted, or you wish you could turn away from the ways that you were in, or you could turn away from what you did to hurt the people back in the day. But saying sorry and then still repeating what really happened in the past means nothing. Seriously, it is okay to say sorry to these black Americans who are there. It is okay to say sorry. But what is the point in saying sorry if you still sell your people into slavery, like neocolonialism, the new form of slavery? Yes, the instance where we leave our loved ones, our family, just to travel to seek greener pastures, where young ladies and then young guys are being maltreated, sold into slavery in Arabs. What is the purpose of saying sorry if you can't fix the system to, make the people in your country happy? What is the sense? Actually, I came across this video in Uganda where they were discussing the same subject, and he was actually saying sorry for selling black people into slavery. Yeah, you can say sorry, but you need to fix the system, make the place a better place for the people to stay.
Yo, you go to the airport on any given day where there's an Emirates flight or Ugandan Airlines fly Dubai, and you're going to see a whole squad, like a whole football team of young women dressed in their hijab and a t-shirt branded from some company that's taking workers abroad. Do you think those women are going to fortunate situations over there? No, they're being exposed to the worst. When all of these workers go out there and they take manual labor jobs, and you hear about people going to Qatar and countries in the Middle East and other places around the world where they're subject to subhuman living conditions, and they're abused and they're treated unfairly, and
we are asking for nothing more. Seriously, fixing the system has to do with a very little action by the authorities. When we say fix the system for the youth, making it accessible for people to be able to open up jobs. When people talk about the frustration, the kind of frustration they go through just to register their businesses here in Ghana, it is just appalling. It is so, it is very it is very heartbreaking. You understand? So fixing the system, when we say fix the system, we are not asking for anything too much, anything above your imagination. Just make it possible for the youth in Africa or Ghana to be able to do something for themselves. You understand? This is what we are talking about. Now, to all these people in the diaspora that you're trying to lure into this country, they are the same people who are actually complaining bitterly about the kind of hardships they go through when they try to, register businesses here, when they come in here to set up businesses, the kind of hardships they go through. These are the kind of complaints that are being gathered and being, used in judging your leaderships here in Africa. So when you're apologizing today for the slavery or the kind of slavery that went on, or that happened about 400 years ago, how do you intend to change the story? How do you intend to change the narrative? How do you intend to make the place a better place for those who are already in the system not to flee into slavery themselves? Slavery, I guess, isn't all about people getting sold into other countries to go serve. I guess slavery is when one even sells him or herself into a system that he or she is not convenient with, like not comfortable with. You understand? So I am begging all the leaders out there, it is not easy. The kind of things people go through just to put food on their tables out there is no joke. You understand? They break their backs, they break their necks just to put food on their tables, and you wouldn't believe the kind of things they do just to get these kind of monies. Charlie, enough of my talks. Let's just go listen to the apology the Ugandan president is actually offering to these black people who are out there.
We come in humility and brokenness to repent for the sins of the leaders in Africa, and in particular, the sin of selling our own brothers and sisters into slavery. This great sin brought untold pain and misery to millions of people of African descent, and judgment to the African people who remained on the continent. The grave sin of slavery scattered our people all over the face of the earth, where they have suffered great deprivations and loss. If it were not for the part that our African kings and chiefs played in the slave trade, this evil trade could not have survived. Therefore, on behalf of all the African leaders, past and present, all of them, I acknowledge the part that we played in this tragedy, and today we ask for forgiveness. We seek forgiveness for the great pain and loss that the myopic and selfish decisions of our leaders caused our brothers and sisters of African descent around the world, and we ask their forgiveness.
Thank you so much for joining us on this one. If you haven't subscribed yet, do well to subscribe to the channel, be a part of the family. We need your subscription, we need your support here on this channel, and you subscribing to the channel will make it a greater platform for people to come here and then learn from what we are teaching here. Also do well to like the video and then share for others to have a feel of what we are doing here. Put a comment down there so I can come read them and then react to them. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and be good. See you on the next one.